Hello, dear friends. Today, we're going to talk about one of the greatest contemporary religious figures, Pope Francis. He was not only the leader of over 1 billion Catholics around the world, but also had a profound impact on politics, international relations, human rights, and social issues. In this video, we'll explore his life, philosophy, and actions, and see how Pope Francis has managed to influence both religious and non-religious communities around the world. Part 1. Introduction and background of Pope Francis. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio, was born on December 17, 1936, in Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. He was the son of Italian immigrants. His father was a railway worker, and his mother was a homemaker. Jorge grew up in a poor neighborhood, where he faced many economic and social challenges. These childhood experiences deeply influenced his views on poverty, social justice, and the need for societal reform. From a young age, Jorge had a strong interest in religion, and at the age of 21, he decided to join the Jesuit order. He continued his studies in philosophy and theology, and in 1969, he was ordained as a priest in the Catholic Church. Part 2. Rise to the Papacy. After many years of service in the Church, Jorge Bergoglio became a cardinal, and in 2001 was recognized as one of the closest advisors to Pope John Paul II. On March 13, 2013, during a conclave held in the Vatican, Jorge Bergoglio was elected as Pope Francis. He was the first pope from Latin America, the first Jesuit pope, and the first to take the name Francis. Choosing the name Francis was a direct reference to Saint Francis of Assisi, who was known for his simplicity, poverty, and connection with nature. Part 3. The character of Pope Francis. From the very beginning, Pope Francis was known as a humble leader. Unlike previous popes who lived in lavish palaces, he chose to live in simpler buildings within the Vatican. He even refused to stay in luxurious papal residences and initially lived in a modest hotel. This humble lifestyle reflected his philosophy based on poverty and solidarity with the poor. Pope Francis was also known for his humility, compassion, and empathy. He constantly tried to bridge the gap between church authorities and ordinary people. His interactions with people during international visits were always warm and human-centered. Part 4. International travels and global influence. One of the defining aspects of Pope Francis' papacy was his extensive international travels. He visited over 50 countries to spread messages of peace, social justice, human rights, and support for the poor and marginalized. Some of the notable visits include Brazil, for World Youth Day, to support the younger generation. USA, including a visit to the UN and the US Congress, where he emphasized issues like climate change and poverty. Israel, to promote interfaith dialogue with Jewish and Muslim leaders. Iraq, to show solidarity with the people of Iraq and support minorities. Kenya, to engage with poor communities and farmers. Japan, to remember the nuclear tragedies of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In all these travels, Pope Francis emphasized the importance of interfaith dialogue, global peace, and the rights of refugees. He also frequently spoke about climate change and the urgent need to protect the environment. Part 5. Social and political engagement. Pope Francis was a social leader as well as a religious one, deeply involved in global matters. He made significant contributions to areas like human rights, social justice advocacy, change poverty alleviation's rights. He consistently advocated for women's rights in both the church and broader society. He supported increased roles for women within the church and worked toward eliminating gender discrimination. Climate change. In 2015, he sent a letter to the United Nations, calling for urgent action to combat the climate crisis. Interfaith dialogue. He worked tirelessly to encourage dialogue between Christians, Muslims, and Jews, aiming to reduce religious tensions and conflicts. Part 6. Challenges and criticisms. Despite his many achievements, Pope Francis faced several challenges and criticisms. Some conservative groups within the church opposed his positions on issues like divorce, homosexuality, clerical marriage, and the role of women in the church. However, Pope Francis consistently emphasized that the church should move toward love and acceptance, and keep its doors open to all. He believed forgiveness and patience should be the foundation of the church's interactions, not judgment. Part 7. Legacy and long-term impact. Throughout his papacy, Pope Francis had a profound impact on the church and the world. He became known not only as a religious leader but also as a social activist, political reformer, and a symbol of global peace. That he continuously spread messages of social justice, human solidarity, and respect for human rights. At the same time, he stressed that religion should be connected to real-world issues and not just limited to rituals. Pope Francis, with his humble lifestyle and leadership philosophy, influenced both the church and the outside world. He embodied a model of humble leadership that defends love, justice, and solidarity with the poor. Pope Francis, the leader of the Catholic world, passed away at the age of 88. The Vatican announced that he died at 7:35 a.m. local time on the 1st of May 2025, due to a stroke and subsequent irreversible heart failure. According to the Vatican, he dedicated his entire life to serving God and the Church. Just yesterday, he led the Easter Sunday prayer and met with J.D. Vance, Vice President of the United States. Following his death, Cardinal Kevin Farrell has been appointed interim head of the Roman Catholic Church until a new pope is elected. I hope this video helped you get to know this remarkable figure better. If you enjoyed it, please like and share it with your friends. Until the next video, goodbye.